Yo guys, it's your guy Hikes back again with another video. Literally, I just think this one's a bit like uncalled for, but I just thought I'd just like have my own little version of it and just really see where it's going and like what it all means. But yeah, the question is cancel culture alive? So that is a question which has to be made. A statement, cancel culture. I think it's like a quote that people have been saying, etc. They've been saying, "Oh yeah, cancel culture, cancel culture." Da, da, da. But at this moment in time, when you conclude with life, like life is, nobody has discovered how to live life. That's just the genuine step everybody needs to get out there. Like, I really do think to myself that it's a bit absurd that people think to themselves that they can claim cancel culture, claim this, that. Like, cool, you may have your disagreements. Disagreements is a big, some serious terminology you need to conclude with that one, innit? You may have your agreements. It's all based on perspectives. So one thing I would say is that cancel culture is alive to an extent. It's almost as though like people are only cancelling certain things due to their perspective. It's about how it makes them feel, what it makes them feel like, and how obviously it impacts them in their own way. So is cancel culture alive? I would say yes, to an extent, only because people do have disagreements, people do have agreements, and at the end of the day, like, it's just a thing where if you don't agree, we're human beings. We're not meant to agree with each other's decisions and perspectives all the time. Sometimes you do need to be challenged. It's actually in our blood to be challenged. At the end of the day, we do have DNA. Some DNAs, like, unfortunately, it can lead to certain things happening, like deformities with children. And life is always a thing of challenges. It's a series of challenges, and that's one thing I did want to touch on. I just wanted to exclaim that cancel culture is alive, and I do believe that mainly it's due to perspectives. So how people view the world in itself. So everybody has their own idea, and everybody's entitled to their own idea. It doesn't mean that it's right, it doesn't mean that it's wrong. But what it does mean is that you have to give them that leverage to express themselves how they feel they need to express themselves. Or they may have encountered something in their life which has led to them having to act in a certain way. So that's one thing that I thought to myself I'll touch on today. Just make sure that I fill in that at the end of the day, cancel culture is alive and it can impact certain individuals. But at the end of the day, the law is ultimately what everybody genuinely thinks. It's like well, to an extent as well with that as well, because the law in itself is supposed to protect the people. And I do think to myself that at the end of the day, they wouldn't put laws in place that doesn't make sense. So in the sake of humanity and the sake of protecting humanity as a whole, that's where laws do come and get involved. And it is like, I've heard a lot of backstories that laws were put in place to like make sure that just to protect the rich and everything, but ultimately it actually does have a more broader perspective, a more broader significance to humanity as a whole. Especially like there's different economies, like at the end of the day there's many different countries around the world. So just keep in mind that each laws change around the world where you're based. And at the end of the day, for example, we can talk about like Saudi Arabia. Like, they have certain laws for hijabs and what do you call it? You know, everything that they're involved in. I couldn't tell you off the bat, but like I could definitely say when you come more to the western side of the world, it's much more lenient and it's much more different. So yeah, like ultimately, I just wanted to have my perspective and share that with you guys today. It's your boy Hikes. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. At the end of the day, just giving this YouTube thing a shot and seeing how it goes. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Honestly, it means the world to me. You guys, I'll see you next time. Hikers, bye.